Hi, this is Michael Anthony Peroutka, Anne Arundel County Councilman for District 5, analyzing Bill number 8014. The public hearing and the vote on this bill was scheduled for and occurred on January 5, 2015. This is an ordinance concerning what are known as SCBDs, or Special Community Benefit Districts. These are districts, usually communities, which depend on the county to collect taxes for their district. This bill, sponsored by Mr. Jerry Walker, the County Councilman, seeks to require that all taxes collected by these districts be used for the benefit of all persons who are taxed. Now, this bill was ultimately withdrawn by Mr. Walker before a vote was taken. However, I think it still might be profitable to ask our series of 10 questions so as to determine how I should have voted had it come to a vote. So let's go to the 10 questions. Question 1 is designed to determine if the bill violates the U.S. Constitution. This bill does not. Generally speaking, this bill poses no violation to the Fifth Amendment, which, in conjunction with English Common Law, provides the legal basis for property rights. Question 2 is designed to determine if the bill violates the Constitution of Maryland. Again, in my view, this bill does not. The Maryland Declaration of Rights contains 4 provisions which protect property rights. Articles 5, 15, 19, and 24 all deal with the guarantee of these rights. Question 3 is designed to determine if the bill violates the Anne Arundel County Charter. This bill does not seem to violate the Charter. Rather, it seeks to align local code with the Maryland state statute. Question 4 asks whether the proposed legislation is in accordance with biblical standards for law and government. Although this legislation does not appear to violate any biblical standard, the vagueness of some of the language could allow for some contentious litigation. Question 5 asks if the legislation negatively impacts citizens' rights. And this may be a problem here because of the vagueness in the language of this bill, and the lack of definition of terms creates a condition where the unintended consequences might occur. Question 6 asks whether the timeframes were adequate for appropriate review and consideration of the legislation. In this case, although the bill was proposed within the timeframe described in the Charter, the bill was not circulated to the Council for comment or review prior to inclusion on the legislative calendar. In addition, there were amendments proposed which were not submitted for review prior to the legislative session date of January 5th. So in my view, this abbreviated timeframe did not allow the citizens or the Council members sufficient time to review the legislation or its impact. Question 7 asks whether the terms used in the legislation are clearly defined. Here again, I think there's a problem. Terms like benefit and privilege and improvement were used but not clearly defined. Question 8 concerns personnel appointments and does not appear to apply here. Question 9 and 10 both do not seem to apply here. So in summary, I found it difficult to support this bill due to the vagueness of the language and the lack of defined terms and the possibility of unintended consequences, many of which were brought up by concerned citizens during the public hearing. Now, after the public hearing, but before the vote, Mr. Walker withdrew the bill. So I hope this review of my analysis of Bill 8014 has been helpful to you. This is Michael Anthony Peroutka, Anne Arundel County Councilman for District 5, and I'm thanking you.